Morning, guys. Welcome to episode 6 of Tiny Cybercrime Knowledge. Today is on phone marrying and what they do to hack your iPhones or Android phones. So let's not talk about Android because it's open source. We know that it'll be hacked. I will be focusing on the iPhones later on. All right. So your cell phone can be used as a listening device for hackers, and this started happening about 25 years ago. Even when the phone is completely off and turned off and on airplane mode and everything turned off, anything that has a microphone can be used by the hackers to spy, listen in on all your conversations, financial, legal, medical matters, and documents that are the most interesting to the hackers, since they can get money off it by ransomware attack. However, since about at least 20 years ago, this form of attack on individuals and companies started rising. Incident rates for fraud skyrocketed, and it is still on the rise. Hackers will use that for social engineering attacks for individuals or companies. And yes, iPhone can be hacked. Don't listen to anybody otherwise. And iPhone can be hacked. And they're less vulnerable, even though they're less vulnerable than Android because of the open source concept. There are ways around Apple security to make hackers possible. And often these are very sophisticated hackers because Apple products are very hard to understand and hack. So if you feel that your phone is being hacked, contact Apple first. Ask for an advisor, supervisor, or a manager. And they see what they can do for you. And that will bypass, a whole bunch of hassle, I guess. All right, so good digital hygiene, including strong password. Okay, fuck that, because when they mirror your phone, they know your password. And that's happening to me. And updating your iOS software, yeah, fuck that. iOS 11 got rid of everything, and now you can't even downgrade. And to prevent hacking. Having antivirus software helps a lot. Tools such as Total AV in our Today AV review, and see how it's so much more than just an antivirus software. Personally, I didn't have antivirus software on my all my Apple products, but I will be looking into that. If you want to know, ask me, and I will research on that and make sure that it's authentic material that I am presenting. And if there's anything wrong that you have debate about, please comment. All right, so while iOS security gets a lot of well-deserved praise, Apple marketing hype of unhacked isn't 100% true, and that's not for me. Even though iOS security is excellent, Android security is more vulnerable. You shouldn't rely on Apple to protect your data all by itself, and that is true, because Apple said that they can't get the file back, even from iCloud, after it's been deleted by ransomware attack. It doesn't mean that you need antivirus software for iOS devices either. It really depends on your situation. A few minor changes and configurations to your habits and some awareness of common dangers is more than enough to keep your iPhone safe from hacks. I don't believe that, no. To protect your iPhone from potential attacks, make sure you keep your iOS and apps up to date. Use strong and unique passwords. Fuck that, for mirroring, doesn't matter. Enable two-factor authentication. Well, if they go and they change and they port the numbers and then change your recovery phone, what's the use of two-factor authentication? And, another thing, Google and Microsoft, when you do two-factor authentication or ask you for the authentication app, it loops you back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it is completely useless if you can't get into your account and you're trying to use your authentication app. All right, so last I'm going to talk about identity theft. It's one of the worst consequences of getting hacked. Even though it gives your identity theft protection, antivirus software, and a VPN under one subscription. That's one of the many reasons it sits on the top of our list in the best identity theft protection services. And you can find more on that under my description. The best iPhone app to prevent hacking, Total AV, is the highest at protecting iPhones. Since our test found that these apps, not my test, the author's test, find that these apps help protect against ransomware, spyware, and all different types of malware. So I'm going to be installing that starting yesterday because ransomware attack, police doesn't know what it is. And, I'm not going to say contact police is useless, but sorry to say it is.